Good morning, class 3. I hope you all are doing good. Now, in our previous classes, we have finished one grammar topic, that is pronoun. So today, we are going to begin with our new topic. Actually, it's not a new topic. We have already done exercises on comprehension passage. So we are going to practice with one more comprehension passage for today. But before we start our comprehension passage, before we start discussing our comprehension passage, we must understand what are these passages and how we should attempt to solve these comprehension passages. So before you start solving your questions, you would be given a passage, and on the basis of this passage, you would be given some questions. Okay, and the answers to this question would be hidden in this passage. So to find out the answers to this question, you will have to read the passage first carefully. You have to understand the passage carefully, because the word comprehension, it means to understand. Okay, so you have to understand, you have to read line by line your passage, and you have to look for the important points, and it would be great if you could underline whatever important information you find in the passage while going through it, so that you would not be required to read your passage again and again, and it would be easier, lot more easier for you to find out the answers for your questions. Okay, so this is how we can solve, how we can attempt our comprehension passage. You have to read the passage carefully, you have to understand it completely, and then you come to solve your questions which are given to you on the basis of this passage. So we're going to practice one passage given to us in our assignment folder. To understand the passage and the questions, please watch my explanatory video. That's it for today. Thank you so much. Take care. Morning, class 3. I hope you all are doing good. Now, like I said, we are going to discuss one comprehension passage which is given to us in our English assignment folder on page number 653. Okay, so open your English assignment folder, come on page number 53. So we have been given one comprehension passage which we are going to read first carefully, and then we are going to discuss the questions given to us on the basis of this passage. So first we'll read the passage. 3 fish lived in a small pond. Okay, there were 3 fish who lived in a small pond, and their names were Plan Ahead, Think Fast, and Wait and See. I know it's weird, but yes, these were the names of those fish. One day they heard a fisherman say, so one day there was a fisherman who was saying something, and they overheard him. I will cast my nets in this pond tomorrow. I can see a lot of fish in it. And Plan Ahead said, I will swim down the long river tonight. Think Fast said, no problem. I'll think of something when he comes. Wait and See said, I'll wait and see what happens. Now, as you can see, 3 of the fish have their, they have already made out their plans in their mind. Okay, and all of the plans were different. The next day, Plan Ahead had disappeared long before the fisherman. Okay, so the Plan Ahead fish who planned way too early, okay, and it disappeared long before the fisherman came with his net. But Think Fast and Wait and See were caught. Okay, so Think Fast and Wait and See did not plan in advance, and they got stuck in the net. Think Fast quickly rolled its belly up and pretended to be dead, but Think Fast still came up with his quick planning, okay, quick idea, pretended to be dead. So fisherman said, oh, this fish is no good, and he threw him back into the cold water, where Think Fast quickly swam away with a swish of his tail. Okay, quickly he swam into the river. But Wait and See ended up at the fish market. Okay, only one fish, it couldn't save itself, and that was the last one, Wait and See. Okay, so this is why people say in times of danger, this is what we learn from this passage. This is the crux of this passage. In the times of danger, plan ahead or think fast. Otherwise, you will never be able to succeed. You will never be able to escape out of the danger. Okay, either you plan ahead, either you plan in advance, or you think fast. Okay, think fast of the solution to the problem. Now let's discuss the question and answers which are related to this comprehension. The first one says, whom did the three fish hear one day? So they heard the fisherman, who disappeared long before the fisherman came. It was plan ahead. Okay, plan ahead did not give fisherman the chance to catch him. After that, we have question number 3, who were caught in the fisherman's net? So they were think and fast and wait and see, because plan ahead disappeared long before, right? Now we have some question and answers again on the next page. First one says, who lived in the pond? So 3 fish lived in the pond. What were their names? Their names were plan ahead, think fast and wait and see. All of this information has been given in the passage already. Just because we have read and understood the passage, that's why we are able to answer these questions quickly. Question number 3 says, what do their names tell you about them? You have read their names, right? And they are quite strange because they hold a meaning behind those, names. So their names tell us about their qualities. Okay, so the qualities of the fish can be determined by their names. Question number 4, what did the fisherman decide to do? The fisherman decided to cast his nets in the pond the next day. He decided that he would put his nets in the pond the next day to catch a lot of fish. Okay, that's what he decided. Which fish escaped from the net and how did it so? Think fast. The second fish escaped. Okay, it saved itself from the net. As and how? As it rolled its belly up and it pretended to be dead. It acted as dead. Okay. What happened to the last fish? The last fish ended up at the fish market because it could not save itself. It didn't plan in advance. It did not think about the solution fast. That's why it couldn't save itself and it ended up at the fish market. Why do you think it could not escape? Because obviously it did not plan ahead and think fast. Now pick out at least 3 adjectives. We have already covered this topic in our English grammar section. So adjectives are those words which tells us the qualities of our nouns and pronouns. So I have written these 3 qualities, these 3 adjectives from our given passage. If you are able to find out another adjective from the passage, you can write that as well. Small, long and cold. Now these were your exercises based on your comprehension passage. You all are required to write down the answers in your assignment folder, and after that click the pictures of your homework and send it in the group before 5 p.m. positively. That's it for today. Thank you so much. Take care.